The control live stream, and we are currently in the clock area, heading to deal with the present situation. So we'll be starting shortly. I'm just going to go message this out. Yeah, we're actually we're very close to the end of the, normal missions of this game, but there's still the Foundation DLC to do, which we are probably going to be starting at some point. So let's get started on that. This game's been a lot longer than I expected it to be, I'm going to be honest, but that's in part because, well, DLC. DLC can greatly lengthen a game if it's done right. I feel like the DLC for this game is done pretty well. Like, I feel like the DLC for this game has been handled pretty well, all things considered. It feels like the base game feels substantial enough that I don't mind having more stuff. Like, I don't mind having additional stuff, though technically in my case I got this game as a gift, so that might color my opinion a little bit. But, it's still a good game. And yes, I know that they apparently did some shady stuff in regards to the... where's the... Okay, there we go. In regards to apparently the PS5 version, but... that doesn't have much to do with the base game itself. So... I don't really complain too much about that. I mean, it's still not good when stuff like that happens, but... I would rather have a good... I'd rather... The only time I really complain, stuff like that really bogs me down in regard to a game is like, if it's like some of the stuff EA and Konami have done. Like... I don't think you should... a lot of times that's also the publisher's fault and not the game designers. Okay, almost ready to go. What is... Okay, so that should be everything. We should be ready to start in a few minutes. I'm gonna give people till 5 to show up. I'm just gonna play around a little bit. No, I can't. He is right there. And you're gonna wander around a little bit. He's over there. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna continue this way. Okay, we also need to change the mission we have of it set. Okay, we're 5 after, so I guess we're gonna start now. Okay. No one's here yet.
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
Okay, that was that was unintentional. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be looking at here. Okay, let's continue. And that's a lot of clocks. That is a lot of clocks.
Think you can find a way around?
Let me see.
Okay, let's...
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing had, I've never seen anything like it.
Okay. Okay, let's see what this says. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona after The communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to the local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatch agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. No assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of paralyzed individuals. Soon after, the agents discovered the event's epicenter to the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of paralyzed civilians, animals, and bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. It was soon placed in a vehicle transport manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. Okay, now that's one that definitely needed to be sealed. Yeah, that's one that they definitely needed to take care of. Okay, so let's...
Thanks. That's O'Neill. Shit. Everything else got out.
Well, everyone died. Yeah, it's the same thing I already have. Oh, good shot. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there you go.
That's an altered item up there. Looks like I need to hit that shield harder.
Oh, it's the paper lantern.
Wasn't so bad.
To be kept in a locked containment cell. Any prolonged observation of the item should be avoided. The item is a paper lantern known as a chochin. The paper is red with elegant black Japanese characters that translate to ramen. Item has an attractive effect that is both physical and psychological. The objects gravitate towards the item with a minor force. Redacted. More notable is its ability to attract sentient organisms with its red glow and warm, comforting glow. Okay. Hi, Exon. Glad you're here. One second. Okay. So let's head up here. I mean, I can fly, so I can just do this, but still. Okay, so we got the lantern now. That's good. Redacted interview. Can you tell us why you left your building that day? LM, I was running out to get eggs. There was a corner store on the 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing on the table when I left. Had his crayons out, happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back and started digging. City workers found Mikey beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Ton of bricks falls on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? He had the refrigerator after the accident. Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from the work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyway? Hi, Fire Neos. Glad you could make it. Okay, let's see. Anything else in here worth looking at? Okay. Shield boost and... I don't like when they give you a finite amount of item storage. I've never liked when games do that, but whatever.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a patrol. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
I'm the medic. It's my job.
Okay. This is just the bathrooms. Okay. We're about to fight a boss, aren't we? So do I have any ability to make anything new? I don't have enough to upgrade Surge. Already maxed out grip, so I'm going to save up to do that because I like this one.
Just keep going straight.
Okay. Walk by looking awesome as things explode.
hotel court is on the other side of the distance. Horowitz should still be there.
Okay. Seriously? Okay, dude. Is AI really that annoying? Oh.
Let's go. Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Shit.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay. I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it. Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Okay, time to fight the anchor, which I know this is a boss. I need one more to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what this boss fight is like. I've not actually seen, and I know it's a boss fight. Excuse me. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know, the airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper plane? Guess who they may catalog every individual piece of the plane to make sure to be examined for suspected altered item status. I had to count every bolt, nut, piece, and non-connected metal, and that's just the exterior of the beep thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do. I feel sorry for some of the people that work here. Let's see. Okay, so... Now, which way am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go back this way, I guess. Okay, that launch is very useful, especially since I've fully upgraded. This is the
safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Okay, threshold with effect redacted manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the redacted department. Simultaneous news redacted appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. Rescue operations were completed and redacted. Rangers have been discovered the threshold's epicenter. The number of redacted made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved to be an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter into our dimension, which adopted the form of the redacted, as redacted were introduced to more stable redacted. I don't know what all those redacted things are, because as far as I know, this place is just full of clocks. So, okay, the responsible thing, yeah, do that. You know, steal the room behind me. So
great, more clocks.
Great, clocks, and more clocks. I suppose we are in the clock dimension now. And that is just in a bottomless pit. What are we dealing with? Well,
what the fuck is that? It's making more shots?
Okay. Okay. It's getting harder. Well, that was difficult. Well, okay, at first it didn't seem that difficult, but then in its final phase, and the fact I didn't expect it to attack again in that short of a period of time. Okay, now where will it reset to the final phase, or...
The fuck is that?
Okay.
It's making more crops?
So this thing's one ability is to fire clocks at me. Just wait for it to open its mouth again. Oh, that was a thing that happened. But hi, Fire Neos. Glad you can make it.
There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that one.
Okay, we got points, which I'm going to use to increase my energy. Okay, let's see. What missions do we have left? Oh, okay, we need to go to Langstrom to finish his mission. At least I think that's where I need to go. Let's increase our energy. Oh, we can get the final one too. Okay, our energy is now maxed out. Which is always a good thing. We now got maxed out energy and maxed out health. We still need to get maxed out other things, but it means we're pretty much as tanky as we physically could get. Because this game apparently does not provide much in the means of, well, like much in the means of ways to...
contained in one place is a risk. Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
Okay.
How did an astral spike end up in the archives? Those poor records are gonna get torn to shreds.
Sir, I am required to inform you that all records are property of the Bureau, not of any one individual.
And I am required to inform you that the astral spike's origins may be a confidential matter and should not be inquired upon by low-clearance personnel.
Would you two stop doing whatever it is you're doing? And I'm not low clearance.
Okay, that was amusing. Okay.
I found all those missing altered items.
All of them? Wow, you have a gift, ma'am. But those weren't all of the altered items missing from the Panopticon. The hiss must be making them restless. We've had several more containment breaches.
How many of these things did he lose? How many?
Just a couple. Should be no problem for you. I really appreciate your help. Really. Just super.
Okay.
I'll
More
see you
altered
later.
items, great.
I'll be here. Like always.
Oh, I got more of these, which... I never use my melee attack. I mean, I might if I upgraded it enough. Ooh, that one actually seems like it'd be worth taking. So yeah, we're gonna work on the shield now. Let's head over here and see what we can find. Because this will be interesting. Oh, great. Minions. Okay, so where do I need to... So I'm looking for a flamingo. Ah, great.
That's got to be an altered item.
Oh, this is weird. This is very, very weird. Okay, so basically... Okay, so what I need to do is... do that.
This thing again.
Oh, great.
Got into another altered item. What does this want? Is it fighting the boar?
I hate these stupid pits. Those pits are annoying. Oh, am I... This is going to be a pain, isn't it? This is going to be such a pain. Ah, dear. Because now, please tell me I don't have to go through the whole dang thing. Where am I? Oh. Please tell me I just, so long as I don't have to go through the flamingo thing again and can just fight the thing directly, that would be great. Anything in here? No. Oh great, I gotta do this again.
That's got to be an altered item.
Well, I guess if I do it like that, I'm fine.
This thing again. Got into another altered item. What does this thing want? Is it fighting the boar? I never did like flamingos. Too pink.
No unique procedure required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. A plastic pink flamingo lawn ornament. 2 steel prongs and imprints underside. The item is suspected to influence atmospheric physics, altering meteorological phenomena in the area. This effect is currently unconfirmed. Okay, so that just leaves 2 left. dead now. Okay. Okay, which way do I need to go? Did that because the one time I didn't do something like that, I got jumped by a minion. So minions. Okay, technically the Hiss aren't minions; they're kind of zombies, but okay. So all right, I went to the right place. Good. Now then, somewhere in here is the... Okay, I'm looking for a mannequin. It could be useful. Okay, so we're looking for a mannequin. Okay, so... Ah, there we are. Let me guess, I'm gonna have to fight that dang thing again.
God, the only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Okay. I guess I just need to find the real one? Okay, so that doesn't... This is creepy. There's probably some visual distinction between the real one and the fakes. Aha.
New bureau policy. No more mannequins.
Okay, so what does this thing do normally? No known procedures for preventing items effects. Lining the item cell with newly discovered black rock has yielded positive results. Test with other items. A wire frame and fabric waste mannequin. The base and head are made of stained wood. The item duplicates. The trigger for this behavior is unknown. No correlation can be found. Either the number of duplications that manifest during an episode or the duration which they last before disappearing. Okay, so that's just... There's nothing evil about it, it's just weird. Like, that's all there is to it. There's, like, it's not a bad thing, it's just weird. Okay, so... It's not like evil or possessed or anything, it's just a weird mannequin that duplicates itself. Alright, so back to... I'm just gonna hurl this. Ooh, got some distance on that. Okay, where do I need to go? I need to go to Protective Studies. Where is Protective Studies? Ah, there we go. Okay, which way do I go? I go this way, okay. Actually, I've seen the rubber duck in here, haven't I? Yeah, it's right there. How do I get in there? Oh. I'm clearly missing something in regards to this room, so...
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing...
Okay, so here's the...
low voltage...
Ow!
No response? Altered item number 52AE analysis...
Okay, so now that's on fire. Oh, hello, minions. Okay, I just literally accidentally killed the dang thing. Did that cause the door to open?
Can you understand me? Can you understand my words?
How do I get in there?
Quack, if you can understand my words.
Because there's the rubber duck.
This concludes session 2. Will you time to prepare?
Oh, wait, I see. There's something in there. Okay. Okay, so... This got me in here.
Altered item number 52AE analysis.
Aha, here we are.
Disappearing ducks. Great.
Voltage electric shock.
This must be one of Langston's altered items.
Okay then.
Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack, if you can understand my words.
So how am I supposed to... Okay, I'm just supposed to get there fast enough to...
quacking.
Okay, let's see here. Contact with the item is not permitted. Safety gloves are required in handling. Item is a yellow rubber duck bath toy from the 1950s. A single hole at the bottom allows air and water to flow in and out. The item makes a sound analogously quacking. The item travels considerable distances with surprising speed. How it's using this motion is unknown. The item forms a redacted of unknown purpose with anyone who makes direct physical contact with it and begins to follow them, quacking often. This has led the researcher to a researcher named Redacted entering cardiac arrest. Though due to the individual health issues, the matter may not be connected to this effect. So it's just an annoying rubber duck that follows you wherever you go. That's pretty much the only thing that duck does. Okay then. Okay, let's head back to the Panopticon. This is fun. I'm hoping that's the last of them, so I can move on to the Foundation DLC, but... Alright. Yeah, I want to start the Foundation DLC if we can, and I think that's about the only thing left.
Interactive visits and my exhibits are suddenly acting up. At least some of you are good little buddies.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but that's a bit above my pay grade.
Something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
Okay, got 3 abilities.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Okay, abilities. We can now get this. Can't get that yet. I guess maybe I have to get this first. What's this? Okay, that's a really good power to have. Okay. So we're going to go back to... It's time to move on to the Foundation DLC. Okay. Kind of annoying I can't just directly travel to. Yeah, thankfully they're not Weeping Angels. Okay, time to start the Foundation DLC, which should be fun. I would hope. Which then, I think if we finish this, we're kind of done. Okay. You have something...
None. I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. If we could just flush out the stragglers.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be. Hey, I found a file on the old director, Northmore. Didn't list any dated death. You know anything about that?
Could be an error. The record staff process a lot of data. Maybe it just slipped through.
Okay, based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose a creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment, relay these concepts among the American population, and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction in the event the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. I think that has something to do with,
Maybe.
Alan Wake. Yeah, let's just keep this, and then we need to head...
Everything's good here, Director.
Oh, over here. I don't see why I can't fly in here. That never makes sense to me, but whatever. Or rather, I need to head this way.
Especially considering how new she is.
I suppose, but the Hiss are still all over the Bureau. When is she gonna get them out?
I'm sure she's working on it. It wouldn't kill you to admit she's doing a good job.
Well, that's nice. Okay, Dr. Darling has personally recommended Dr. and Mrs. Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research reports for redacted for breakthrough resulting in from her work. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Mrs. Pope to the position of a research specialist. Also, that reminds me I need to... I'm going to talk to Pope because we haven't gotten to do that in a long time. Okay, this is new. His corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remain largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines the alteration? Is it the duration of the corruption? It could simply be an evolutionary process. entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression leading towards what? Additionally, Hiss entities possess various paranatural abilities. How have they achieved this? Do they gain them from corrupting all objects of power? Have they corrupted a single highly talented paralutarian and divided their access to the paranatural abilities across the network of Hiss corrupted hosts? It's not unhindered by the sheer number of questions. It is difficult to identify where one should begin. What is the most permanent question? How do we kill it? That seems like a good place to start.
Then go see if any ranger squads are available for a follow-up.
And if we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now agreed upon term for their vocalization, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be any difference if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen, you want to be, you want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss is referring to? The Hiss believe humanity, possibly all Hiss life wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The most used words are through and time. Is this a possibility? Possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, and some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Yeah, she has a point. To examine the timelines of events for possible patterns in Hiss behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of the lack of reliable communication between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate Ground Zero, the evasion, is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? Is their world a cross-dimensional destination? Okay, anything else in here? Hello, person. You say anything or just there? I guess you're just there.
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next? With the slide projector turned off, the Hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any Hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything. Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like. I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential...
Oh, we're promoting her, that's nice.
And find a way to keep the Hiss out for good. That's it. Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept. You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up. I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Yeah, we kind of had to do that given your predecessor ascended to a higher plane of existence. That kind of causes issues.
Do you remember Mr.
Like,
Tomasi?
your predecessor.
The Hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable. I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time. I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the Hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different Hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data. And she's already off on her own thing. How do you feel about me taking over as director? You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone. They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you? Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise. And that doesn't upset you? Oh, very. The fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it. Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work. Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course. How is Dylan? The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
But don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know. I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here.
I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that.
So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment. That explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay. Which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me.
That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish? Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane, and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
I like how Jesse and her get along.
See you soon. Yes, ma'am.
Not even as a joke.
Any luck finding the armory?
None.
Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Mom.
So, What's next for Simon Breach?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau. Fuck it. The entire fucking world without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but... Well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, man. I mean, fuck, shit. Fightin. Sorry.
He'll get it one day.
Oh, that's cute. That's sweet.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever going to end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's going to take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself. If that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks.
Hopefully she turns up.
I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be.
Okay, time to move on. I could go fight the bonus boss, but I want to actually get into the DLC, and we can always make the bonus boss the finale later.
Head of research.
What? The director's just handing out promotions?
I guess you better get in there.
Let's see if anything's changed in the office. I just destroyed a chair, but yeah. It's my chair, I can do whatever I want with it. Huh? Oh, there's a... Yeah, that'll regenerate. Everything in the bureau just regenerates at will.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
We demand your attention, Moxie. Oldest house is in danger. We open the door, tree, in maintenance. Hurry, post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Okay, where's the near... Okay, just gotta head back here. You know, they're probably going to get used to me just destroying things accidentally by when I'm dashing. Considering it's how I tend to maneuver. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in this for now. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the director's suit. I still don't like how I can only change here. That's so annoying, honestly. Okay, we're gonna start the DLC now. I guess we'll just be fighting the bonus boss at some later point. There's probably a bunch of side quests in the Foundation.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Okay,
No time for
DLC
sightseeing.
time.
The board said this was an emergency.
Okay, we're in a cave now. That's interesting.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Okay, any hiss to come at me is gonna get impaled on a stalagmite.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. No one does. I keep missing Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. Didn't he? His bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Okay, if I run into a hiss, they're going to be in so much pain. Aww.
Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How is she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Yep, okay, let's see what this entails. Because we just got another hotline message and we can hear it clearly from here. Oh, I hadn't heard this one before.
My reflection trapped in the darkness of the coffee I nurse. The rain turned the lights of the city into a mosaic on the windows. The day's paper lists all the things wrong in the world. The list grows longer by the day. The difference between the morning and the night. Coffee. Whiskey. No other difference. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It feels like I just closed my eyes. It's dark. I sit up on the bed in the gloom. I get up, I shower. The driver waits for me downstairs and takes me to the oldest house. An old man stares at me in the car window.
Yeah, that was complete obliteration, wasn't it?
It's dark. Late at night, he brings me back here. It's not a home, it's a room where I sleep in. Waking up just as tired as I was before going to bed. Endless grind.
Okay.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place. And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Okay, that... Clearly there's a way to get over there, I just don't know what it is, so I'm just going to continue on so I don't fall to my doom. Okay. This place is cool. Well, you know, other than the bottomless pits of death. I think that's not cool. The bottomless pits of death are just bottomless pits of death. But otherwise it's good. Okay, so... Oh, I'd actually, you know, go past something there. Okay, I can't get to there from here, apparently, so I'm just gonna have to head on. There's probably a lot of side quests and stuff in this area, so... Okay, first I thought the cave paintings and Foundation Chronic told ancient humans encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but I soon became clear they had depicted events far outside of the average human experience. It seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible. I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium of the paintings indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of the agents trying these, or is there someone down here with us? Things have a habit of screwing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Perhaps some of the paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present, and possibly even the future. I see them, seeing them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's being written? If so, who's writing it? It's also possible, since Marshall said that this place doesn't seem to change. Well, you're new. Wow, you guys really didn't hurt me that much. Come on.
So they're using pickaxes now.
Yeah, those are new guys, so there's new enemies, that's nice. That's a bulldozer. Can I throw the bulldozer? I'm not sure if I can lift the bulldozer. Dang it, I can't lift the bulldozer. Not what I intended to press. Wait. Okay, don't have an energy booster yet. Okay. Let's see what that new thing does. Health recovery on launch hits. Okay, I'm using that one. Energy boost. This is such a useful power, though. I really don't need a 19% energy boost. This is much better. Because it basically gives me a healing factor with how much I use launch. Okay, Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmire called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this bleep and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figure out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is that going up there means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye beep into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmire ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can, haul our stuff out, and I'll convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and beep near $10,000 in supplies moving the entrance in the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is as batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand with him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that beep in. Okay, so... don't think I can get up there yet. Unless I can use this thing. I don't think I get up high enough. No, I do not. There's probably ways I can cheat and get somewhere I shouldn't be able to. Maybe if I pile up this stuff. Not quite. I know this is probably a waste of time, but I want to see if I can do it. Almost. Also, I think there might actually be... okay. Okay, then. So my energy won't regenerate quite as fast as it did. Okay, it's almost... oh, that's a thing that's happening. Okay, which way to go? Anything on here? Yeah, and I am actually pretty, like, there's some... okay. Mr. Wilde, I have some bad news. You remember that Roberta Ricardio fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looks like the one in the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, and whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are looking at it, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floors was a real hoot, by the way, but we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Also, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orientating than subject more outsiders to the beep we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. That's a good point. Of course, it seems like this stuff is back from when Northmire was here, so this stuff is old. Like, this stuff is really old. Okay, you're coming with me because I want to, if any hits attack me,
the
they're
astral
getting...
plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the Bureau.
Oh, this isn't supposed to be happening. Wait, does launch heal me automatically now? No, it has to actually hit something. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if anything else got... That could be useful, but I really don't. Oh, that one can be upgraded. Maybe I should increase my melee damage overall.
I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now. Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Hey.
Oh, this place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Okay.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northeast made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except you usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me about some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ran it about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Okay, that was creepy. Okay, for all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. The simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Oshem's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors a coincidence. So what is it? What is the true relationship between the pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them polar north, or is it the product of their focused energies, a spout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Classifying the power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may be possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmire is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wager from the headquarters in D.C. to aid my research. I suppose this is just his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's hope Dr. Wager is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Oh dear. Well, I guess now we know what that previous things meant. Okay. So, let's head over here and look around. Okay, let's head back to the and purify this point. Okay, let's see, can I upgrade my pistol now? No, I still need those things. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.